Hello once again and welcome to the Stata learning video on graphs. In this video we go through the most common graph types: line graph, scatter graph and histogram. Drawing these figures is very easy in Stata. A line graph is made using the command line, which is followed by the dependent variable and the independent variable. Both of these variables have to be numeric variables because Stata does not allow for using a string variable in a graph, not even if it's a date variable. Moreover, the data has to be sorted according to the x variable, otherwise the graph is full of nonsense scribble. For some reason, Stata does not give an error message when the data is not sorted, but maybe there is a reason for this. You can add another graph into the same figure by typing two vertical bars after the graph command. After the bars and a space, write the second graph command. Often this second graph command plots another variable than is plotted in the first graph. Nonetheless, drawing a graph for a different group of observations is very common too. In Stata, the latter can be done using if statements. By the way, one should include different variables into the same figure only if they can be measured on the same axis. It can be very misleading to use different y-axis for different variables, even if this is possible in Stata. A scatter graph is drawn using the command scatter. The syntax is similar to the line command, that is, scatter and the dependent and the independent variables. A combination of these two, that is a combination of a line graph and a scatter graph, is an excellent figure. You can easily create such a figure by typing first the scatter graph command, which is followed by two vertical bars. Next, type lfit like linear fit, and the dependent variable and the independent variable. The syntax is always y variable, x variable. Stata now draws a figure that shows both the distribution of the individual observations and the regression line for these two variables. This should be definitely used in thesis and any other brain children because these give an excellent general view on the relation between the two variables. Finally, let's take a look on histograms. Also, histograms can be useful figures because they show the distribution of a variable. Drawing a histogram in Stata is even easier than using line and scatter graphs because you only need to type hist and the variable name. However, sometimes the number of vertical bars or bins should be increased to avoid a too blocky histogram. The number of bins can be specified by typing an option bin and then immediately inside parentheses the number of bins. Just remember that options must be preceded by a comma in Stata. And that's it for today. Line and scatter graphs and histograms will take you far in the world of visualizing your data. However, we will return to graphs in another video where I show you how to get rid of the annoying cooling liquid blue color in Stata's figures. In addition, I show several other tricks to make figures look better. Until next time, have fun working with Stata.